ogre breaths, no snowcats, no werewolves, no green teeths or any other magic creatures. No flying, no enchanted objects, no spelling, cursing or charming, no magic whatsoever. And any wizards entering these lands may most unfortunately have their heads removed. By order of Her Majesty, Queen Sycorax, Iron Warrior Queen. This is the story of a young boy wizard and a young girl warrior who have been taught since birth to hate each other like poison. The story begins with the discovery of a gigantic black feather. Could it be that the wizards and the warriors have been so busy fighting each other that they have not noticed the return of an ancient evil? Could that feather really be the feather of a witch? I am a character in this story who sees everything, knows everything. I will not tell you who I am. See if you can guess. The story begins here. Don't get lost. These woods are dangerous. Part 1. Disobedience. 1. A trap to catch a witch. It was a warm night for November. Too warm a night for witches, or so the stories said. Witches were supposed to be extinct, of course, but Tsar had heard about the way they stank, and he imagined he could smell that now, in the quietness of the dark forest, a faint but definite stink of burning hair mixed with long dead mice and a little kick of viper's venom, once smelled, never forgotten. Tsar was a wild young human boy who belonged to the wizard tribe. He was riding on the back of a giant snowcat in a part of the forest so dark and mangled and tangled that it was known as the Badwoods. He should not have been there, for the Badwoods were warrior territory, and if the warriors were to catch him, well, what everyone said was Tsar would be killed on sight. Off with his head, as was the pleasant warrior custom. But Tsar did not look even remotely worried. He was a cheerful scruff of a boy with a tremendous quiff of hair shooting upwards from his forehead, as if it had accidentally come into contact with some invisible vertical hurricane. The snowcat he was riding was called King Cat, a noble creature which was a giant form of lynx, far too dignified for his cheeky master. King Cat had shining paws, so round they looked unreal, fur so deep it was like powder snow, and such a rich silver-grey colour that it was almost blue. The snowcat ran swiftly but softly through the forest, his black-tipped ears swivelling from side to side as he ran, for he was scared, although too proud to show it. Only that very morning, Tsar's father, Incanzo the Enchanter, King of Wizards, had reminded everyone that it was forbidden for any wizard to dare set one toe in the Badwoods. But Tsar was the most disobedient boy in the wizard kingdom in about 4 generations, and forbidding things only encouraged him. In the past week, for instance, Tsar had tied the beards of 2 of the eldest and most respectable wizards together when they were sleeping at a banquet. He had poured a love potion into the pigs' feeding trough, so the pigs developed mad, passionate crushes on Tsar's least favourite teacher, and followed him around wherever he went, making loud, enthusiastic squealing and kissing noises. He had accidentally burned down the western trees in Wizard Camp. Most of these things hadn't been entirely intentional, exactly. Tsar had just got carried away in the heat of the moment. And yet none of these disobedient things was half as bad as what Tsar was doing right now. There was a large black raven flying above Tsar's head. "This is a very bad idea indeed, Tsar," said the raven. The talking raven was called Caliburn, and he would have been a handsome bird, but unfortunately it was his job to keep Tsar out of trouble, and the worry of this impossible mission meant his feathers kept falling out. "It isn't really fair."